Soccer 605. We're here with Jodie Lambert, the president of Mitchell Soccer Association, at the first ever Dakota Challenge, right?
First ever spring.
Oh, okay. That's right. You did one last fall, too.
That's right, we did.
Now, how many teams do you have here today?
Mitchell has 14 teams.
Wow. And how many teams altogether are there, do you know?
I'm not even certain anymore. I think it's 60-some teams here.
Wow. It's been a lot of fun seeing all these kids playing and getting together. Now, where are most of the teams from that are here?
Eastern South Dakota. I believe we've got Pierre here today. We've got Groton, T, Watertown, Huron. I think I covered everybody.
I think that pretty much is it. And multiple teams from everywhere, too.
Yes, multiple teams, ages 8 through 19.
Oh, and then I see Groton's going to be playing over there, too, so
Yep.
we missed Groton. This is a very, very nice event to kick off the spring season. Now, whose brainchild was this?
This is the brainchild of President Robert Hoffman from Tempo Soccer Association. And it's been a phenomenal deal because it's basically a tournament format set over multiple weeks in multiple locations. You go into a town, you play 2 games, you go home. It's a great opportunity for kids that are just coming out of Park and Rec that maybe are testing out, would we like to travel, wouldn't we like to travel? And it's just a great way to spend a day.
And what a beautiful day it is. Now, and this is something, Jodie, that when we first met you last summer at the state rec tournament at the Coles Cup in Rapid City, you were saying that you needed to get more games in the spring. Is this satisfying that need for you?
This has been wonderful because, again, we're hosting this weekend and we're hosting May 3rd. I know other locations are being held throughout eastern South Dakota. And then we got our final game being held June 1st in Watertown. And it is just, because of Dakota Challenge, it has helped grow our organization, I don't even know, 300%. It's just been wonderful.
Yeah, well, most kids want to play, and if you can't give them some games to play, they're going to get a little bored, aren't they?
Well, and the nice thing is from an association standpoint and a parent standpoint, it's organized. You already know what your schedule is. There's none of this calling on Thursday, hey, I got friendlies now set up for Saturday. There's no last minute. You already know what's going on, and getting the refs, and it's just a tournament in a day.
So, and is there tournament fees, or how are the referees paid for?
Robert had that all figured in. So when we paid our registration fee to participate in Dakota Challenge, that covers all of the referee fees also.
Oh, wow. So that really makes it nice that you don't have that any more expense than travel for those teams that came in from out of town.
Right, that's all we've got, which is wonderful. No surprises. We're done. We're over with as far as the money's concerned.
Well, and this is an ideal location to host it with this beautiful Pepsi complex that you guys have. It's good to see all these fields being used today.
Oh, well, you know me. I'm not going to complain. We love having everybody out here. We also run the concession stand, Mitchell Soccer Association, so that gives us a great opportunity to, of course, raise a little bit more money because we're always in need of that. But we do love our complex out here, and it's wonderful. It'd be exciting if it was a little bit greener, but we're just glad to be out here today.
I'm just glad there's nothing white covering it.
I agree. It's beautiful. We can take our coats off. It's nice and warm.
And you do have it's beautiful out here, windy, but we'll deal with that as long as we got sunshine. And you do have a great concession stand. My compliments to the chef on the pulled pork.
Yeah, thank you. We've worked really hard to put a menu together that is tasty, that's a little bit different than what everybody else serves, and it's really done well for us.
Well, and I thought it's creative and marketing savvy for you to have a yard sale sign basically out there with your menu on it. I saw that one down between the fields. That was a brilliant strategy.
Well, it's about the only thing we can handle the wind out here because there's always a breeze. There's always a breeze.
Well, people might see that sign and not even know they're hungry and have to head to the concession stand, right?
That's right, and we do have a grill out here, so we're grilling our hamburgers and our hot dogs.
Oh, now I'll have to have one of those next time. So, Jodie, how much work was this to put this all together and to get this up and going for you guys?
From my standpoint, there was nothing, but from Robert's standpoint, there was a lot. Again, we just commend him for taking this on, and he did all the scheduling. And all we had to do when it's our turn is just get the refs here and just make certain our fields are ready to go. So again, for our hosting standpoint, this is an easy deal to participate in.
Well, and it seems that it's been a great move for all the programs and for Mitchell Soccer Association to grow. Now, your spring registrations are done, right?
Our spring registration is done. Last season, for spring, we had 2 coaches, 3 teams, 1 traveled, 36 kids. This year, I have 19 coaches, 14 traveling teams, and we have about 250 kids in our program.
Wow. Now that kind of growth doesn't just happen every day. And I know there are some other factors in Mitchell that contributed to that, right?
Yes, our Park and Rec did not participate in the soccer program this year. So we did offer our academy program that we ran last season, ages 4 through 8. It's just twice a week, 12-week sessions. And our academy directors have worked really hard to put that together. And then we did increase our age. We started with U8 and developed into U19, and then we were also lucky enough to get flyers and so forth into our schools, and just we really were very vocal about asking participation, letting them know about what Mitchell soccer is about.
Well, and they certainly can't join if they don't know about you, and it sounds like you've done a great job doing that. Now, what all did you do to let them know? Flyers in the schools, and what else?
Flyers in the school was a big thing, and we, a little bit of advertising, but flyers in the school, that was 2,700 flyers.
Wow.
To let the kids know. And it's still a new concept. We're still getting people saying, oh, I didn't quite understand, can we still participate? So we do have a few more registrations coming in, but people are excited. We really thought that maybe once we took Park and Rec this season, that maybe people wouldn't want to travel, but we were very surprised and pleased that kids want to travel and participate that way.
Well, and if you don't have to travel very far and you're in state and you've got this Dakota Challenge set up, sounds like it makes it really easy for them.
Well, it's going to be awesome. And then we are also got our first annual Palace Cup Invitational Tournament here June 27th through the 29th, which we're all very excited about. So put a plug in for that.
The Palace Cup Invitational, what are the dates again?
June 27th through the 29th.
And when is registration? Is it open now?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get that one. I don't think we have that on our website. We'll have to make sure and add that. Well, Jodie, I know you've got a lot of responsibilities here, and there's thousands of more questions I could ask, but we'll have to just get together and do a hangout one of these days.
That sounds great, Carol. Thank you.
Thanks, Jodie. Take care.
This video is brought to you by myplayerpage.com, the best place for athletes to showcase their information. Visit us today.